Hi everyone, today is Thursday and we are going to be learning about our next type of poetry, and this type is called a Diamante poem. So we've learned about an acrostic poem, a haiku poem, and today it's going to be a Diamante poem. See if you can say that with me. Diamante. If you listen closely or look at the word, you may even see the word diamond within it. This is because the poem is typically written in the shape of a diamond. You can see this in the example to the right. So let's look at this example really quick. Here we have, again, kind of this diamond shape, and you'll notice that the first word is ice cream, and it's just words. It's not complete sentences, and it's not even phrases. You have ice cream, yummy, colorful, melting, tasting, freezing, cone, summer, marshmallows, winter, burning, sipping, steaming, hot, brown, hot chocolate. So if you notice there, the author did something really interesting. They went from talking about something cold, a summer treat, ice cream. They described it using two words, adjectives, right here. And then they gave verbs, words that have the ing on there, meaning it's something that you're doing. Then you had more nouns in here, but right in here, notice in the middle it had cone and summer. That goes with ice cream. But then marshmallows and winter goes with hot chocolate. So in the middle of the poem, they kind of do a bit of a transition and stop talking about ice cream and start talking about hot chocolate. Then you'll notice these verbs are referring to hot chocolate, and these two adjectives right here are talking about hot chocolate, which is our noun. Okay? So if we look back, much like a haiku poem, there is a certain pattern that must be followed when writing this poem. While there is no rhyming required, it does need three types of words. These are nouns, verbs, and adjectives. To review what these are, we learned about these at the beginning of the year. Use the image below. The layout of the Diamante poem should be as follows. You should start and end with a noun. You should have two adjectives second. Third line should be three verbs. The middle line or the fourth line should be four nouns, and that might be where the transition occurs between the two topics that you're talking about. Then you would have three verbs referring to that second topic or that last noun here, and two adjectives referring to that last noun. So a noun, if you recall, a noun is a person, place, or thing, and we also included animal into that also. So if you would like to include an animal, that can be one of your two nouns. A verb is an action word or something that you can do. So it usually would have that suffix ing on there because ing, we have learned in foundations that is also telling us it is something that is being done. It's something that's happening right now, like this little girl. Jump is something that she's doing, but we could also say that she is jumping rope. And lastly, an adjective. That is a word that describes, a word that tells us, okay, this cupcake, the noun, is delicious. It is sweet. So adjectives describe, verbs are actions, and a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. All right, on the next page, we're going to look at a couple more examples of this. Again, our Diamante poem is 7 lines long. We've went over what each line is supposed to be, and then you have another example of it over here in the blue. And here are some more examples of Diamante poems. I'm just going to read these out to you, and I want you to notice the way that they change from the beginning to the end. It's like our author is kind of doing a 180 and switching gears completely in the middle. So notice whenever the author switches. So this one says rain, wet, cold, showering, falling, cooling, drops, water, heat, ray, blazing, warming, soothing, bright, sizzling, sunshine. So notice we were talking about rain up until drops and water, and then when we heard heat, your brain should have automatically said, hold on, rain isn't usually associated with the heat. Every now and then we might have a warm rain, but that's typically a cooling effect, as the author had said earlier in the poem. The next poem, also sticking with our weather theme, We have winter, frosty bright, skiing, snowball fighting, sledding, icicles, snowflakes, vacation, family, swimming, suntanning, sweltering, hot, sunny, summer. So this one was a little more sneaky, the way the author kind of did that transition in here, because we have icicles, snowflakes, and then vacation and family. Well, that could kind of go with winter as well as summer, because not all families go on vacation just in the summer. Some families might go, like this tells up here, skiing or sledding, or even do snowball fights up in the mountains or in another part where there is snow. So that also could be a family or a vacation. So you could choose to put two words that go with the top noun or two words that go with the bottom noun, like this one, or you might choose words that could go either way in those nouns. Okay, and here's another one, student work. This one is about mom, and you'll notice that the two nouns are both mom and mother. So mother might be what she is, but maybe mom is the name that this person calls her. So your first noun is mom, and you have beautiful, amazing, comforting, encouraging, entertaining, brave, dedicated, mother. And in this one, you will notice that they also did leave out a couple of lines in here, your verbs. They left those out. So if you choose to do that, that's fine, but you're still getting that basic Diamante shape and the basic pattern to it with your verb and your adjective, or sorry, not your verb, your noun, your adjectives, and your, So in the next one, you have another one for dad. And here the person has put their dad, what they call him, and then maybe his, birth name, which is Dave. And then you have words to describe him. You have smart, kind, joking, hugging, helping, newspaper, books, baseball cap, t-shirt, pitching, catching, playing, tall, cool. So here the author chose to put in those nouns, maybe because those nouns in particular helped them to think of or were something that they thought of when they thought of their dad. If you would like, you can also do something like this. This might be a good idea for a poem for Mother's and Father's Day that is coming up very soon. So today you've learned about a Diamante poem, and good luck writing one.